Benjamin Franklin's reflection system for scattered ambition.
What if the reason your goals keep falling apart isn't a lack of motivation, but a lack of feedback? In this video, we'll explore Benjamin Franklin's documented reflection system and uncover the simple loop that helped him turn self-improvement into a daily practice. You'll learn how intention, review, and visible feedback work together.
Why most ambitious people stay stuck in endless resets, and how to test a modern 7-day version of Franklin's method for yourself.
Stick until the end to learn a modern 7-day version of this method that can help you turn scattered ambition into clear, actionable feedback. Good luck!
Benjamin Franklin did not just write goals. He built a feedback loop, and that difference changes everything. Most people treat self-improvement like a burst of weather. One day, motivation arrives, you open a notebook and write the big plan. Wake up earlier, read more, stop wasting time, build discipline. For a moment, it feels real. The page looks clean. The future looks possible. The new version of you is standing right there, just one perfect routine away. Then the day begins. A message comes in. A task takes longer than expected. Your energy drops. You procrastinate once, then twice. By the end of the week, the notebook has become evidence of another version of you that started strong and disappeared quietly. Most of us think the problem is motivation. Franklin's system suggests something different. Maybe the problem is not that you do not care. Maybe your days are not giving you feedback. Here's the strange thing about ambition. You can want a better life, watch videos, read books, and rewrite your goals every Sunday night. But if you never review what actually happened, your life becomes a blur. You remember being busy and feeling behind, but you do not know the pattern. Was the goal too big? Were you tired? Did the phone interrupt you? Did you avoid the task because it was hard or because it was emotionally uncomfortable? Without reflection, every failed plan becomes a personality judgment. I am lazy. I never follow through. But Franklin's system asks a safer question. What happened? Because a reviewed day becomes feedback. A forgotten day becomes guilt. We are not studying Franklin because he was famous or turning him into a perfect role model. In his autobiography, Franklin described a real self-improvement project. 13 virtues, a small tracking book, columns and marks for faults, one virtue at a time, and morning and evening reflection questions. But let's be careful. An autobiography is self-report. It tells us what Franklin said, not that he followed it perfectly. His own account includes interruptions. So the useful lesson is not perfection. It is the loop: intention, action, review, adjustment. Franklin was not building a viral productivity routine. He was making self-improvement visible. That matters because most self-improvement fails while it is invisible. You say, I want to be disciplined, but better at what behavior in what moment. That is the power of his small book. It was not there to inspire him. It was there to confront vagueness. A blank page can flatter you. A marked page teaches you. When the same mark appears again and again, the pattern becomes hard to ignore. The book becomes a mirror, not a judge, a mirror. The most useful part of his system happens before and after the day. Franklin's morning question asked, what good shall I do this day? His evening question asked, what good have I done today? The morning gives intention. The evening gives feedback. Most people only do one. They plan but never review, or they regret but never set direction. Franklin connected both ends. So what was he really building? A loop with 4 parts. Plan, give the day a direction. Act, live it in the real world. Review, look honestly at what happened. Adjust, make tomorrow slightly smarter. This matters for scattered ambition, which has energy but no feedback. It starts many things, but cannot tell a bad identity from a bad system. Franklin's method gives a better frame. You are not broken. You are collecting feedback about your patterns, and patterns can be designed around. If you always fail at night, move the task to the morning. If you avoid the vague task, define the first step. If you miss one day and quit, the real problem may be perfectionism, not discipline. Feedback turns failure into information. The internet loves perfect routines, but the evidence does not prove Franklin mastered all 13 virtues, or that this system alone made him successful. He noted interruptions himself. That makes the story more useful, not less. A good system helps an imperfect person learn. The loop is not broken when you miss a day. It becomes useful when you review why it broke. Then you make one adjustment, not 10. One, small enough to repeat, honest enough to teach, flexible enough to survive imperfection. There is also a modern twist Franklin never had. AI. AI can summarize your reflections and notice patterns, like tasks that are too big or hard tasks delayed until your energy is lowest. But AI should not judge your character or become your conscience. Use it as a pattern assistant. A responsible prompt: here are my 7 daily reflections. Summarize the recurring patterns, suggest one practical adjustment, and avoid making judgments about my character. You still choose the intention. You still do the review. AI organizes the mirror. It does not become the mirror. Here's your experiment: the 7-day Franklin reflection loop. Not forever, not perfectly, just 7 days. Use anything simple: a notebook, a notes app, or an index card. Every morning write, today one good thing I will do is... Make it specific, not be productive. Try. Study for 45 minutes before opening YouTube, not fix my life. Try. Clean my desk for 10 minutes and open the document. One clear target. That is enough. Every evening ask, what did I do well and what needs adjustment? Then mark the day. Check mark, completed. Half mark, partial. X, missed. Question mark, unclear. At the end of day 7, write 2 sentences. The pattern I noticed was, and the adjustment I will test next week is. That is the entire shift. From identity judgment to pattern recognition. Here is your strategy card. Strategy name: The Daily Reflection Loop. Inspired by Benjamin Franklin. Problem it solves: days that blur because you set goals but never review them. Core insight: daily reflection turns vague self-improvement into visible feedback. How it works: plan, act, review, adjust. One caution: do not use the tracker to shame yourself, and do not copy Franklin's full schedule blindly. The goal is not to prove you are disciplined. The goal is to learn from your own days. Because perfect routines are fragile. Perfect streaks are fragile. But feedback is durable. You can miss a day and still learn. Tomorrow does not have to be a random reset. It can be an adjustment. Franklin's small book was not magic, but it holds a powerful idea. A day becomes more useful when you review it. What will I do today? What happened? What did I learn? What changes tomorrow? That is how your days start teaching back. Try the 7-day Franklin reflection loop this week. 1 morning intention, 1 evening review, 1 visible tracker, 1 pattern note at the end. If you are testing it, comment loop. Save the strategy card and subscribe to Gen 20 for more research-backed strategies you can test in real life. Gen 20, figuring life out together.
Thanks for watching Gen 20. We're figuring life out together, one step at a time. Subscribe and join our community for more inspiration, growth, and real-life conversations.